I'm just here with Kevin. We're just going to go through some stuff on the Ashante program. Kevin's been doing this now for 12 weeks, and I just thought we'd have a bit of a chat and just run through basically some of the things he's achieved in the last 12 weeks, and hopefully for anyone who's listening out there and watching, will inspire you to get on track and realise that stomach problems can be eased up with just some simple transitions in food, etc. So welcome, Kevin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Man.
Yeah, so
Fantastic.
So we've finished the first phase of the Ashante lifestyle program, and yeah, look, the transformation that you've had has been amazing, and I just want to run through some of the results that you've got first, and yeah, just have a bit of a chat, and hopefully anyone watching out there gets inspired and gives us a call, and we can get them started as well.
Awesome.
So basically, what we've gone through, when you came first saw me, you were suffering from some reflux, indigestion, bloating, cramps, some stomach issues. You also wanted to get fit, lose some weight, and then later I found out that you're also on some medication for the, some ADHD, and also the reflux. So yeah, what's happened? Is most all that sort of gone now? What's the...
Yeah, well, the reflux just, as soon as I started putting good stuff in there, it just kind of like disappeared straight away, which was really good. So I just found that I didn't need the medication pretty much from end of week 1 into mid week 2. I haven't really touched the medication since then.
Great.
So it's been really good in terms of, just getting the body back into balance and just giving it the right building blocks and getting it. Yeah.
Because how often were you having to use
Well, I was taking that nightly, as soon as I lay down to sleep, you'd feel the reflux and the running, and go, okay, reach for the bottle next to the bed and go for it, and just to be able to sleep, but just to be able to lay down and go to sleep without thinking about it's quite cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
It's really good. And the ADHD, that obviously was a big thing, so...
Yeah, well, that was like, about concentration and that at work, and yeah, I would say that was more of a gradual process, but I found that without taking the medication, I was doing quite all right, in terms of being able to do things, and just slowly over time, I just realized that I was taking it less and less and less, and then not at all.
Yeah.
And then I had comments at work about, oh, well, you look like you're on top of things, and and boss was noticing that I was getting there earlier in the mornings and seemed to be getting stuff done and getting out of there and getting things done quite quickly and on track, and had feedback about that from my boss. He didn't even know what I was doing, but he just knew something good was happening.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And have you been quite surprised by the results that you've got in such a short amount of time?
Well, I was surprised by how quickly everything started to turn around. Like I was saying, I didn't think that, by the end of week 1, I would be, stopping medications, and then by the end of week 3 not taking any medications whatsoever for all of the stuff that was going on previously. I thought, so it's quite a good payoff for a very small investment in time.
Yeah, so being really good value for money, yeah?
I'd say it's really good value for money, and and really good value for life too.
Yeah. Because on the program, for those that don't know, we don't endorse any dairy or any gluten products.
Yeah.
So, how's that been for you? Like giving up gluten and dairy. Have you found the transition quite easy to find other products or other things at the supermarket, health food store, and also obviously with our recipes and with the help that we give?
The thing is, it's kind of a mental battle, because you think, oh my gosh, how am I going to live without gluten? Because you go to every single cafe, every single store, and it's wheat, everything. So you think, oh my gosh, it's going to be really hard to live. But actually, with the recipes laid out for you step by step, and it's like, this is what you need to buy at the store, and you buy it, and you find that not only is it pretty easy to pack your lunch and have it ready to go, or just do a big cook up on Sunday and make your own takeaways, but you find out that it's way cheaper than stopping at those cafes.
Yeah.
And in terms of the dairy, without dairy, it's been just amazing. I think that's one of the major reasons that my stomach's been healing, is just because we're now, instead of picking up, say, 4 liters of whole milk at the supermarket, you're looking at 1 liter of almond milk for the week, and it's and when you do need milk, you've got alternatives that are easily accessible, and and you just run better. It's like putting better fuel into your car, you know. It's like it's running better, and it's nice.
Yeah, it works
You think,
well.
oh gosh, 98's so more expensive, but you're getting so much more bang for your buck.
Yeah, on the long term.
In the long term, that you're actually filling up the tank less and needing way less food.
Yeah.
Less good food instead of a whole bunch of really bad food.
Yeah, and the other thing
Yeah.
also too, I think, I mean, the science is out there now with the dairy side of things, that obviously the respiratory things and that. So when we first started, even just walking and things, you were finding quite difficult, and obviously now, you know, you're pretty gung ho with
Yeah, well,
with
because I
fitness
mean,
and walking and
yeah, the thing is that dairy, you know, has that mucus production, and it's really, really hard to breathe through that
Yeah.
layer of stuff that's coating your insides, like you say, your respiratory, your digestive, all the way through. And if you clear that layer off, it just seems that,
yeah.
you know,
And so if we were to look at now also too, obviously you've got a partner, and you know you're full on obviously outside of what I see with you. How's this impacted on your home life and things like with friends and other things from what you've been doing?
well, girlfriend's been noticing the payoff. She's been going, ooh, you look nicer with your shirt off these days, which is fantastic. So I mean, that's definitely a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, friends, I haven't seen a couple of my friends since I started, and the first thing consistently that they say is, "Oh my gosh, you do have cheekbones, you do have a chin. What's going on?" So I mean, that's been fantastic. So
Yeah.
it's been really good, and it's a great confident booster to you know, meet up with somebody you haven't seen for 2 months, and they just think, "Oh my gosh." The first thing they can see is you look like a different person, not only, you know, physically, but you know, you're smiling a lot more, and you're walking a bit taller and stronger too. So
That's
yeah.
great. And so what would you say the best things happened so far? I mean, we're only about 3 months in. So
Yeah.
what's the best thing that's happened so
Well,
far?
so far the best thing that's really happened is I've had a perfect excuse to buy an all new wardrobe, because the old clothes are falling off and not looking like, you know, they're not fitting me anymore. So it's a good excuse to go and buy some new stuff and get ready for spring. And spring's in the air and ready for a new season. So it's been fantastic.
Well, I mean, you sound like a completely different person. You look like a completely different person, and you are an inspiration to me, at least.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of others out there who are watching this. And you know, who would you sort of recommend this to? Is this sort of someone who maybe is in the same situation as you, who's got some stomach issues, or you know, what sort of person do you think this would suit?
I think that a lot of people out there might be suffering from depression, might be just feeling really low energy, might be having trouble. You know, life's about living, not about surviving. And if you're feeling like, oh, I don't have the motivation to exercise, I don't have the energy to exercise, mentally you're not motivated to do it. I mean, that's a perfect sign to say, hey, push yourself, go and have a quick chat with somebody who will maybe give you a 1 hour free consultation, just to kind of like switch your thinking around. And if you switch your thinking, then the rest is really easy.
Yeah, because as you've mentioned, the results come very quickly with the Shante lifestyle program.
It's not a big thing. I mean, it's not about, you know, this idea that diets are restrictive and you're taking all the stuff away. It's like, well, no, we're just replacing, you know, choices that aren't serving you very well in your life with choices that'll serve you very well, and you can see the results instantly when you do it. So there's no troubles with sticking to it, because it's a no-brainer. You're going to do what feels good, right? Because people seek pleasure, right?
Well, that's it. It's about living. So that's why we created the program, was to to have a better lifestyle, and to make sure that we can still go and have some cakes and all those sorts of things, pasta, pizza, whatever, but we just have to make them up a little bit differently.
That's absolutely
fantastic. Well, it's been great. Look, thank you so much for spending some time with me, and we'll look forward to the space for the next 3 months, and
not a problem.
let's see what we can go to from here.
We'll see you then.
All right,
thanks.